Hello and welcome back to Trailside Talks. I'm Guido and today we're trying to put a bed rack on the Jeep. The bed rack itself is the XTR-3 from Xtrusion Overland, and as you can imagine, it's not the easiest thing to do since the only instructions out there is for the XTR-1. So I had to do up front a lot of measuring and guessing, and I think I figured it out. So yeah, let's get started. Alright, so since I ordered a 17-inch rack and I have 3 different sizes of those columns, I figure this one is almost 15 inches plus the top portion. That will add up to 17. Got 6 of those, and we have to connect those nice brackets to it together with the high strength T-nuts according to the instructions. And let's do it. And I won't fully tighten it down since I'm sure there will be adjustments left and right as soon as that thing makes it on the track. Probably not today. All right, 1 down, 5 more to go. Yep, sorry people for the interruption. Typical GoPro life, it overheated. All right, let's finish this up here. Alrighty, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oh, quick advice for you. Before you put them together, make sure the threaded end goes up, not like this one here. That's the threaded end. That's where I put the bracket. Wrong side. So, non-threaded part, that's where the bracket goes. So let's redo them all. Let's do it all over. See you in a bit when I'm done. All right, a couple minutes later, the brackets are back on the columns and we have threads up here. All right, on to the next piece of the puzzle. Mounting the corner bracket to the columns. And as we know, this is the inside. Therefore, they go on this way, which means flat matches flat. Instructions for the XTR-1 claim. Look for the drain hole. Apparently, design got improved. We have 2 drain holes, so it doesn't matter which one it faces. The bolts we're using for that are 1 1/4 inch. Don't ask me what the tool size is. I just found something that matches. But it talks about thread locker, which comes in this nice package. Looks that, shake well. And normally put a nice dop on it. Take a second bolt, wrap it around and let it sit for 5-10 minutes. That should do the trick. All right, let's do it. All right, here we go, all or nothing. Inside, inside. Let's go to zoom out here almost. Sorry. Instructions claim 20 to 24 foot-pounds of torque. Well, I don't have a torque wrench built in my hand. And I don't have the right tools. So I just go by nicely tight. Okay, 1 down. Let's repeat. 5 times. All the corner brackets are on. So, as you can imagine, today's day 2. And it's quite a bit windy outside. Anyway, goal now is to take those crossbars and attach them to the columns. We do this whole spiel 3 times. Okay, let's get to it. Let me get you in a better angle. Alright, that should do it. And again, instructions claim 20 to 24 foot-pounds. I don't have, well, I got torque wrenches, 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch, but not the right tool to actually attach to it, so I just go by tight. Like I said, it's windy. head in the way? Probably. One down. And 2 more to go. And done. 3. All right, let's try to arrange that upside down. Let's see what happens. Need a bigger table. Theory. Yeah. All right. All right, something along that line. Those, I know, I'm gonna come out way further, but best I can do right now. This tiny table. Guess I gotta measure, find the center. All right. Idea now is a bunch of bolts and T-nuts, shovel them all in there, and use those little plates, bolt them on, not right away, and those are the non-high strength. Yeah, don't make it too tight. Put them on loosey-goosey. Pretty sure I'm inches off from the center line. Pretty sturdy for now. Still 100% square, but don't worry, we'll get there. All right. Brought the side pieces out as far as I can, square them up, tighten it up for a little bit. Now I just got to measure out the distance here to get those centered. Will be fun. Next item on the list. Got those in between here, semi-squared up, and we'll find out. height adjuster and squeeze it all together. All right, let's see if we can squeeze it nice together. Just quick in between, I broke down, bought some hex sockets so I can actually torque it down to a factory spec right there. Let's get to it. Done. Well, I'm back. It's Sunday now already, and as you can tell, I made some progress without you guys. But the good news is I will show you what comes in the package for the what's it called, AXS or gull wing thingy. Walk you through it, all the parts, the tools I'm using, and what you still need out of your original XTR-3 bag. All right, let's get to it. All right, those are all the goodies that come with it, with the kit, the tools I use, and what you need. So let's start on top. We got some total of 18 nuts, 4 of those brackets where we connect the whatever it's called right now. Yeah, those guys are connecting to shocks. Thank you. And the 8 bolts to tie them in with the T-nuts, the 4 bolts to connect the shots. Then we have 2 end pieces that go on this nice bar. Here we got the 4 bolts, some rubber washers or plastic washers, metal washers, which are connecting to those. In between sandwich, we got those guys, which are secured against the 2 T-nuts with the 2 bolts. Here we have 4 corner pieces with 8 bolts in total to secure them. Again, here are the 2 shocks. Here are the tools I used. Little flathead screwdriver, just in case got to fiddle around with the T-nut. Size 13 millimeter wrench. And the ratchet. one of those hex thingies. In this case 6mm for the bigger openings, 3/16 for the smaller ones, and then in addition we need 8 more of those little bolts here, and a total of 16 more regular T-nuts. We got those two, I think they're 1 by 1.5 by 1.5 regular extrusion, which are connected to all this fun stuff here. Alright, when we get set up, and I'll show you how to get it all together. Alright, after several hours of researching, reading, watching videos, came up with the following solution. Start with those guys together with that and those little goodies here. So you take one of these bolts, put the plastic washer on top, put it in here, metal washer, and this nice block. And just screw it together. Okay. And rinse and repeat. Plastic washer. Through here. Metal washer. All right, you can leave it a little bit loose, that's fine. I'm gonna do it just for one at a time. All right, let's take one of those single bars. Install some T-nuts. All right. 2 in. Yep. And let's do the same on the other side. All right. Line up the hole. Another little bolt. And yeah, for now I bring it all the way down. We'll see in a second why. Alright, that's 2 for in. Okay. Alright. Oh, size. In this case, 3/16. Oops, sorry. A little snuggy. Nothing crazy. And I'm tightening down those here. Okay. All right, 2 down. I can loosen them up a little bit. So just pull out slightly without pulling the T-nuts out. And make it look like this, so sideways. And I give it a small gap, similar to this size. Nothing big. And tighten it back up. And if you go by instructions, probably 10 foot-pounds of torque. Okay, so this one should now move freely, more or less. Will get easier when it's on the rack, actually. All right, this portion is done. Let me go offline and do the second one. Two down. 1, 2. All right, as you can see, we relocated back to the rack. So first thing we do is insert those T-nuts right in this channel. All right, so all measurements I give you are based on my rack, which is for the Jeep Gladiator and 17 inches tall. Anyway, yep. So let's take one of those guys here, this way, big bolt, 6 millimeter, and get it into the T-nut. All right, there we go. One down. Same here. Oop, man down. Try this again. This time we don't drop any part numbers. Okay, 2 down. So what I've found works for me is 3 inches distance between this portion and the beginning of the rounded thingamajig. One. Looks about right. All right. Be right back, getting more parts. All right, straighten them out. The next we attach is the bracket for those little shocks, which is this guy. And we need 2 more T-nuts and those 2 bolts. Insert the T-nuts. Push them all the way through. Okay, those two holes go against the T-nuts and this facing towards the column. And I go about an 1/8 with this end over the piece here. All right. Tighten it up. Not too tight, because you might have to readjust. Then we take this little post, a little nut, post facing outward, and this at the end. Get it started, and run around and grab the 13mm. Okay. Yeah, so far even instructions say don't tighten anything up, but this you can put in its resting position, so to speak. Snug it up. Okay, good enough. Okay, next we mount the opposite of this against the columns and then insert the shocks. See you in a minute. Alrighty, so rinse and repeat on the inside on this trail. As usual, T-nuts. Yep. That's why I need a screwdriver, because they sometimes have a mind of their own. All right, so what worked for me is about from this corner up 6 inches and somewhere between an 1/8 and a 1/4 in height. But let's get it on there first. Slightly tight so it doesn't slide down. Tape measure, glasses for the short-sighted people. Yeah, looks about right. Give a slight snug. And again, this contraption. And there were 13mm action. Oh, by the way, if you like what you see, please hit the like button. And if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button and maybe even ring the notification bell. And if you question what I'm doing here, go in the comment section and go all out. Alright. That's good. And now you guys are on my way. I'm going to reposition you for the other side. Actually, hang on. Oh, that looks good. That works. Yeah. All right, from what I saw, people told me, I mean, this thing is upside down, but put the clean option, the fat part towards the top. Snap it on there, and this portion goes on here. Done. Done. Let's see. Oh. So far, so good. All right, for the next part, we have this little goodie. Eight T-nuts. Gotta work on my lighting. 8 of those short bolts. Yeah. And 4 angle brackets. All right. So pick any one of the those 4 and start sliding in your T-nuts, 2 on each side. And yeah, make sure they're on the same slot. So I chose the bottom slot here, which means 2 more on this side, bottom slot. All right. Take one of those guys, one of those. There. And let me get you in position so you can actually see what the heck I'm doing here. There we go. So, flat side pointing inwards onto the first T-nut. Just put it on snug enough so it doesn't fall off. That's it. And I don't know. Let's see. What do we take for distance? Let's say about an inch. See? Are we too tight? But it doesn't really matter. Get it all figured out. When we get to it, just leave enough space. You can actually get those silver looking ones in between the angles. Okay, 2 more. And yes, there's no difference between each side here, so it's all the same. Okay. The next part. 1 each. Height, we'll figure out soon. That's where measurements, adjustments, experimenting come into play. Come on. Yeah, somewhere there. All right. One. And last one. Good enough for now. All right, so close it. What you want to do is get them as flat as possible. This one here is almost ½ an inch on the bottom. So what's happening at that point, you've got to move this further in. All right. All right, so quick measurement told me, like I have it on the other side, this bar here, crossbar, the distance between the bottom portion and before the angle. The other side I have it about 6 inches. So let me see where we at. All right, 4 inches. That means we definitely got 2 more inches out of it. Measure again. Yeah, wait, 5. One more. Oh, the reason for the 6 inches. Coming right up. We'll mount these guys. 2 of them on the side, on the outside. Here. A little bit low for now, but we'll work the details out later. So let me bring you around. So as we can see on this side here, technically that'll be a little bit outside. Same on this. And this angle is different than that angle. That means, as mentioned earlier, this bar has to go on the inside. That's what I mean by measurements. Angle is good, but now we were too far in. That means we gotta adjust the height of those brackets. So from here on, it's just literally pushing in, pulling out, raise the height, lower the height of those brackets for the shocks, or maybe here. Yep. So that will take a while. See you when I get there. Alright, for now I'm happy with this portion, the angles and the distance. Now, next one, there's this awesome gap here. So here we have, jeez, can't even read it, about a 1/4 inch. And here we got almost an inch. So, got to shift it over. Okay, 1/2 inch. And 3/4. If you're a little bit OCD like me, or my wife. Yep. Just a little bit more. Okay. All right, good enough for me. That's still good. Here, we're good here. All right, let me get the rest of the parts and I can go from there. Okay, so next step is not necessarily part of the XTS, which is installing those nice, never mind. Before we finish this one up, we got those nice plastic end plates and whatever, Christmas tree fastener. One, two. Three, Okay. So now, depending on your order, you might get one of those guys here. It's nice plates. Probably two, depending on your rack. 1, 2, 3 bigger ones. I don't know what they have. But yes, we need 2 T-nuts, 2 bolts. Alrighty, let's get to it. There we go. Okay. First bolt, 3/16. Yeah, first try. Dang. Alright, so if you have 2 like me, let's see what you see. Yes, so you want to make sure that the end piece ends up right about in the middle here. So don't have it too tight. And sounds all right. We need 2 more T-nuts. Yep. The table is empty, so we used up all the initial parts. Nope. Forgot the plate. Zip. In case you ask what this long thing is, I'm afraid clamp bars. About 4 feet or 5, I'm not sure. All right. Yep. Okay. Tricky. Yeah, somewhat. Okay, so I'm gonna clamp up the bottom or top portion and mount the other plates back on. Well, for right now, let's just go this way. So now you can see, can you? What you see? Okay. And here we're almost on the portion that goes on top of the Jeep. Oh, this one, that's almost an inch difference. So what options do we have? Number 1, Change the angle, but we're still totally off here anyway. Either way, that's probably stuff you just want to figure out when it's actually on your vehicle, because everything will shift slightly. So yeah, that's about it. Only recommendation I can give you. Let me move you around. Nope, can't see it. How about now? You see the difference here. So this is to where we adjusted it. This is the original position. You might want to close the gap here by pushing this bar over. Still have to do the same on the other side, right there. And yeah. So that's about it. That's how you install your XTR3 with 2 XTS doors, the steel plates. Last piece missing. Get it on the bed, adjust, clamp it down in my case. Those kind of clamps, since I don't have the, whatever it's called, rail in the bed. Double check your torque specs. Yeah, I'll see you when it's all back together. Alright, last piece of the puzzle. Moving this guy on there. But first we gotta switch some cars around. Got it on here. Last piece missing is bolting it down. Shouldn't take too long. And yeah, of course doing some adjustments and whatnot. But yeah, it's working. Just as it should. Alrighty. According to instructions, this goes up for the final fitment. Alright folks, so last but not least, since I don't have the tracks, we're using this clamping technique here. They go behind here. For that, 2 bolts, washer. Sounds easy enough. Sure, we don't have to record the other side. It's just the same thing. Alright. Alright people, here it is. Xtrusion Overland XTR-3 fully installed with XTS. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit like and subscribe. Alright, see you next time.